like one thing that stood out was that he looked like, you know, guy from the Blind Video days, like the way he skated. It was pretty sick. I think like the humbleness and everything comes out in your style and everything in skating, you know.
You guys have had like a close relationship involved in like sort of staying sober or helping each other in that way.
Absolutely. No, I mean that's the thing that, like, you know, it's yeah, it's trippy to think like someone that was such my hero at a time when I was younger, like, and then we were, you know, outside of skateboarding and everything else, we're able to bond on actual real things that most people don't talk about or whatever. So, and we kind of, I think, went down similar paths with in the chemical department as far as what we like to use and stuff. So, you know, but I mean, beyond that shit, you know, it's just like, yeah, he's definitely a good friend.
So this just comes to mind, like, for instance, he spoke about going to Impact out in LA, in Pasadena, I think it was. Like, I went to that spot after he went through it. Like, actually, Jason Calloway, who was speaking on that, he went through it, and then Guy went through it, and then it was my turn. Like, Megan came to the house, like, had an intervention and all that, and then Jason actually drove me to that spot and dropped me off, and in 3 days I was out already, like, calling Megan, like, pick me up, I'm out of here, it's crazy, this place is crazy, whatever. And I always admired the fact that, like, he went through it, you know what I mean? He stuck it out, he toughed it out. And I always remember Megan telling me, like, man, you gotta man up right now, you gotta man up and just do it, go through it.
If you could go back, would you try to stay there the whole time?
Definitely. I mean, now, all the shit, everything that's gone on since then, it's ridiculous, you know what I mean? If I would have just stuck through it the first time and maybe, like, dealt with it and, God, eliminate so much, like, fucking misery, it's retarded.
It's not like I wanted to be viewed like, oh, like, this is like some sober dude or straight edge dude and that's where my success comes from. It's like, I don't want to be viewed like that because I've had my life, like, you know, fall apart so many times. It's like me, myself too, I'm waiting for it to fall apart again. Or, like, you know what I mean? I could definitely relapse, and I know that's something that's possible that could happen to me. If you can maintain your life and do that, more power to you, you know what I mean? It's just me and my problem. That's just, I couldn't keep doing it at my age, you know what I mean? I mean, I was successful when I was younger doing it. Like, I was baked all the way through mouth, drinking and doing my thing. It's just that it didn't work in the long run for me. On the flip side to that, I've definitely seen the guy that's, like, you know, drinking and drugging and just self-destructive and just, like, you know what I mean, like, things are falling apart around him. And I've definitely thought to myself, like, well, I don't want to be that guy, and I'm glad I cleaned up for those reasons, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of that in skateboarding, you know what I mean? It's like, it's so funny, you would think with so many years of people seeing examples like Christian and Soy, like, you know what I mean, all these people, like, I would hope that someone would watch maybe like the Lakai Fully Flared or this, like, documentary and be like, you know, wow, like, I see a little bit of myself in Guy's life, and I don't want that to happen to me, so maybe I'll straighten up. Like, I'd be psyched if that happened.
Like, recently, we were both cooking dinner and, like, sitting down and hanging out and just talking about real shit and, you know, whatever, like, simple things, going to see a flick or something. It was things I never experienced with him back in the day, the last time I, like, remember seeing him, so it was kind of cool, and that's what I kind of, like, those were the times I missed while I was away, while I was upstate. And then to see, like, everything, how well his life is going, it's definitely inspirational. Well, I mean, when he came out, and me, him, and Ray, and my friend, and from that were hanging out, we were speaking about skating, and it made me start thinking about getting on the board. And that's why when I went out to California, we were skating, and I got, you know, when I got to Girl, they were having, like, a big photo shoot with, like, the chocolate team and the girl team, and I just felt like I wanted to get involved again. Like, yeah, I'd like to skate with them again, and I'd like to go out and work on the chocolate videos, and do the best I can, but I don't know if that's really, I don't know what's going on. I got, like, shit going on. I'm, like, you know, I'm on parole. I can't leave the state without permission. I can only leave it 7 days at a time if I go away, which is, like, allowed once every other month. And how am I going to bang out a video part? You know what I mean? It's like, so, I'd love to, though. But, I'm sure whenever I do go out there, I'll be skating with them.
now.
I filmed it pretty crappy, by the way. I filmed it pretty crappy.
That's good. I was scared as shit on that come in. I think you could tell that my truck locked up a little bit. Truck locked up a bit, but the ad's official. It could go out now. That was pretty epically later. Congrats. Dude, my truck locked on that sucker coming in.
Perfect, yeah. Just like mellow coming in, just
Clear out the shadows. Oh, got a good feeling, man. Yeah.
not too 70 up.
Should I try it?
Go for it.
I should. Just
Don't leave me
because.
hanging, bro.
Look at that landing. That landing was like something like I've never seen before. Some weird style.